Hello there everybody, Rose again here from Channel C. On today's video, I will show you a step-by-step process on how to open two charts at the same time, how to create formulas from those two charts, and how to run simulations simultaneously. Let's get started. Opening multiple charts at the same time is very easy to do. Let me show you how to do it. Just click Chart Coaster. Okay. So we are now on that page that we can pull up charts. However, I want to show you something first. So this is going to be the formula that we'll be doing. Let me read it for you. If the latest close price of M15 is greater than MA, and if the latest close price of H1 is greater than MA, then buy. If the latest close price of M15 is lesser than MA, and if the latest close price of H1 is lesser than MA, then sell. So if you can see, there are two periods showing in this formula. So M15 and H1. 15 minutes and 1 hour. So we must need two separate charts for that. Now let me pull up the two charts for you. I'll just close this one. And then let's open the chart just the usual way we're doing it. Let's pick June 1. Click this. That is your first chart. Then the second chart we needed H1. Or 1 hour with the same date, okay? And click Get OHLC Data. There you go, it popped up the second chart that you have. You can actually open two or more charts depending on how many you need. And it will be labeled as M0 as your first one, M1 as your second one, M2 as your third, so on and so forth. If you're asking, why do we need two charts if we can just do one? Let me tell you, opening multiple charts is very helpful indeed. Why? Because you can simulate different currencies trading based on the emerging signal at the same time. So, if you are trading Euro US dollars and at the same time you would like to trade Japanese yen and Euro US dollars, you can change it here. However, what I'm using right now is just a trial version, so we only have Euro US dollars available as of this time. But yeah, as I mentioned, you can actually check the difference of those two currencies at the same time. Okay. Another thing is like the one that we're using right now. Okay. So this is short term since we're using M15, which is 15 minutes, and also long term for H1. So this is to compare short term and long term to each other. Usually the frequency of short term has a lot of signals, so it can have few errors. But to filter that out, we need H1, a long term, to eliminate those error signals. Okay? So now let me show you how to apply the rules. Let me show you the rules first. If the latest close price of M15 is greater than MA, and if the latest close price of H1 is greater than MA, then buy. Alright, we haven't applied MA yet, so let me add it up first on the two charts. Click OK. Click OK. There you go. So now let's pull up the rules manager. And the first rule says if the latest close price of M15 is greater than MA. So let's click a candlestick that is greater than MA. The second one, which is lesser. And if the latest close price of H1 is greater than MA, so click a candlestick on the second chart and the MA as well, then buy. So that's the reason why we put it on the first tab, because if you can remember, the part of Rules Manager is that this is buy, sell, sell, buy. Now, since we put everything on the first tab, the second, third, fourth doesn't have anything. So let's just generate rules to create formulas on all of these empty tabs. So let's do that. Click. All of them have formulas now. Also, just an additional information, you can check the origin of the rule from the canvas column. From here. So it will tell you from what chart that this line came from. It's coming from in here. This rule 2 coming from in here. Okay? Now let's run the simulator. Let's close this one. Click simulator. Okay, let's pick a date range. From June 2, 2013 to June 6, let's say. Let's click simulate. Okay. Click OK. So now you can see it runs simultaneously on the two charts. And if you would also notice, M15 moves faster than this one, since M15 has more bars than H1, right? So the green points and the red points are now showing. Still running. There you have it. The simulation has finished. Now let's see the summary of these two charts. Let me click this. So here is a quick representation of the buy and sell points of M15 and H1. Also, let me tell you that if you did two charts for two currencies, you can just show one from here depending on what you're trading. And here. So this is only a trial version, so we can only show you Euro US dollars. So probably we'll cover another video for that. Another good feature of the balance line is you can locate where the transaction happened in the chart. Like for example, if I click this one, this point, the background will move and it will lead me through the transaction point. So let me show you. See? Just like that. And like what I mentioned on the previous videos, if you want to get a complete information where are the buy and sell points, you can just go to order of simulation and you can get the full details of all the transaction happen. See, that's a total of 33 transactions in these two charts. There you have it.